This is probably one of the more random videos, and I want to talk about plateaus. And the reason for that is simple. I just watched a YouTube video of Alex Mosey, and he was talking about where you have business problems. Let's say you've been at a plateau for like 1, 2, or maybe 3 years, and most of the time you will look at your business and you will ask questions about the business and what it's currently doing, what you're doing wrong, what you can do better. All of those simple questions that you ask yourself. Um, but in the end, it might not even be the business that is the problems. It might be you yourself, and your ego. And oftentimes you don't want your ego hurt because, of course, you don't like the feeling of being like of being kind of walked over. You feel like you've like getting your ego hurt is one of the most painful things in terms of mentality. And I know that myself because I've had situations where I maybe should have looked at myself, but I didn't because again, it's the ego thing. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that most of the time when you have a business problem, it might often just be you and your ego that is the problem. So in what Alex Moses said was that you need to just take 2 steps back in order for you to even see the problem in the first place, and then you got to move on forward again. And in most scenarios, most people don't want to take two steps back because it feels like you're regressing instead of progressing. And I really like resonated with what he said because I've been at multiple plateaus, and it has just felt like not rock bottom, but you feel like you literally just stuck. Literally, like it's almost like you don't know where to seek help. Almost, it seems crazy, but it's the reality. And I think it resonates with a lot of people because it simply is the reality of most people nowadays, where you have problems, but you don't want to face them head on because you know it might be a ego and personal and mentality problem instead of an actual business problem. And I think this is really important to just realize and basically just attack it head on before it's too late, kinda. Because as time goes on, you will just dig that hole or that problem deeper and deeper, and at the end of it all, it might be the the icebreaker or the breaker for you to even be the person you want to be or become. So I think it's really important to just take 2 steps back and just realize that you might be the problem to why the business isn't moving forward, or the reason to why you aren't where you want to be right now. And I've been there, done that kind of, and it's still to this day where I know that there's certain things that I need to do that I don't want to do because I know it's boring. I know it's literally just it's not motivating. It's more of a discipline kind of thing where it's like you don't get results straight away. You need to just keep digging, keep doing the same boring work until you get the results, like delayed gratification, stuff like that. But I think that's just one of the most important things that I literally learn as the days go, that most of the time you need to just look at yourself, basically turn the camera around, not look at the screen, but look at yourself, look in the mirror, and basically tell yourself that you need to face this problem head on because it might be the reason to why you are not where you want to be right now. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to talk about in this video. And I know it's kind of more random, but I think it's a really important thing or important subject to digest and talk about, because I think it's a reality for a lot of people nowadays. And yeah, there's a lot of existential things that you take in instead of actually just realizing that the problem might be sitting right here. So yeah, make sure to, if you like content like this, drop a like, drop a follow, or subscribe. Yeah, because I will drop more videos like this, and I think a lot of people resonate with just this. So yeah.